Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, and welcome to today's rank up and gameplay video for the old school Ultron in Marvel Contest of Champions. And if you're a little bit unaware, you maybe haven't seen this champion before, he's not super rare anymore, but he's quite a difficult champion to get because this is the reward for doing 100% Labyrinth of Legends, which I completed about 6 months ago. But, we haven't really had kind of a good opportunity in terms of having a large amount of excess rank up materials until really this month, where I just have so much stuff. We got a ton of T1 alphas flooding in now with the reduced cost in the Glory store and also via the gifting event. So it's about time we got this dude up to rank 3, level 45. Is it level 45? Yeah, it's rank 3 level 45 or 35 as a 5-star champion. So yeah, we're gonna pimp him out today, and then we're gonna take him up against Maestro in the final chapter of Act 4. Felt like that could be quite a fun challenge. I feel like he's gonna do it quite easily though, but it'll be a fun little way to test out this character. And to be honest, I don't think I've played this dude at all, apart from in a little bit of arena, because we'll go over his abilities and talk about what's a little bit different to this character in comparison to the standard version of Ultron, once we've got him up to level 45, and it is level 45. I don't know why I questioned myself there for a second, but there we go. Okay, that brings him up to level 29. Then we'll go back to the stash, and if we claim another stack of 5k tech ISO, I think we should be at a point where we can push him over level 45. So let's go ahead, claim max, just hit back, and then pump all the 5k tech ISO in there. It's pretty much one of these rocks every single level now. And, okay, that's a little bit, is it a little bit too much overkill? If we go for one of those, and, oh man, we just have 5k stuff everywhere, don't we? Right, I want to be a little bit efficient, because I don't want to waste almost 6,000 ISO, man. Because ISO is still trades back to gold. So let's go to tech and see, do we have any lower materials? It doesn't look like it. Basic. Let's maybe claim one of these. Let's chuck that in, and then we should be sorted. Okay, it's a little bit of a waste there, but it's still good. It's still good, and brings him up to exactly 6,000 power index. Wow, that is a very, very round number there. Okay, so I think the first thing I want to have a quick look at, so rank 3 5-star characters are ever so slightly more powerful in comparison to 4-star rank 5 level 50 characters. So just want to see, if there's much of a stat difference between this Ultron and also, my Age of Ultron as a 4-star. Really wish I had the other one Unawakened as a 5-star so I could see directly. But this one in terms of health has just over, it's about 16,400, and the attack is about 1,400. So I'm expecting Ultron, the other one to be slightly lower on both fronts, but we're gonna have a bit of a look here. So let's go to 4-star just so we can draw a quick comparison. So yeah, the health and attack, they're slightly lower down. Ultron is so tall, man, barely fitting onto the screen. I feel like that's a bug at the moment. I swear I saw this on Reddit, which is way too big for the screen. But yeah, as you can see here, the 4-star one has just, about 15,700 health, and about 1,200, well, it's 1,266 attack. So the other one, it's a 5-star, it's a rank 3, he's got slightly higher stats, so I can't see any kind of big difference there in the base attack and health. But the differences between kind of the two Ultrons, the first thing is the evade. This one's triggers, I think it's got 100% chance to trigger once every 7 seconds, but then has a cooldown, whereas the other one is just your random standard evade. And also every 15% health lost, he gets a massive boost to his armor rating for 8 seconds in comparison to the other one, which regenerates at both 50 and 25%. Got the same, increased armor, chance to get an armor buff when you're blocking. Instead of bleed, this one has poison, which, poison has, I don't know, somewhat its benefit, because poison at its very base reduces healing, so that's interesting. But simultaneously, poison does not scale with deep wounds, so that's a little bit of a disadvantage there. And the special attacks, instead of the stun, like you have on the Vision Age of Ultron, this one has a heal block, which will remove all poisons, and has 1.5 second duration per poison removed. So really, it's not a very powerful heal block at all. It's got a very, very short short duration. I really think that needs to be buffed a little bit. It should be like 5 seconds per poison removed, because just having 1.5 seconds per poison, and you know, you've got you're gonna get like 1 poison every 5 combo, and I think it's gonna be very, very rare that you see maybe over 3 or 4 stacks of poison. Yeah, it's ridiculously low uptime. And also, actually, it does have a chance to stun as well. I didn't know that. 40% chance to stun for 3 seconds. So yeah, you got heal block and potential stun stuff there. So I guess the heal block is actually in place of the damage increase on the Vision Age of Ultron 1. Ah, the more you know, ladies and gentlemen, the more you know. And also, all attacks function Fury. You get... How much is that? That's not a very big Fury for his base attack. I think that's somewhere around like a 20-25% Fury. It lasts for 6 seconds. It's every 5 attacks, so you can have pretty much full uptime on that. So that's alright. But I think one of the biggest disadvantages to this Ultron, especially when it comes to anything competitive, is he is just a Mystic Dispersion fuel. You know, with the Fury and all the armor up stuff he's gaining, like... Very, very bad for competitive mode gameplay. And he's an alright Alliance War Defender. I don't know, I might try him out on Alliance War Defense. But I feel like after the end of Act 5, people are getting pretty savvy in regards to dealing with these Ultrons. But hey, let's give him a little bit of a play. Let's go to the story quest. Let's load up Act 4 and go to the final chapter. We're going to make our way to Maestro. So let's quickly build a team around this Ultron. Does he have like any interesting synergies at all? I think I just saw some like standard base attack. I don't really know of much of Ultron synergies. So yeah, it's nothing too huge there. I think overall it's gonna be a lot more beneficial if we just build the standard X-Men crit team around him. So let's get in Storm, let's get in Magneto, let's drag in Cyclops. I believe my Wolverine is currently in Alliance quest, so we're gonna filter by Freestar and then whip in the Freestar Wolverine as well, just to give Ultron as much damage as humanly possible for this little test run. And we're gonna blitz. Should we go Arc Overload, Maestro? Am I feeling a little bit ballsy today? Oh, it's not gonna make a huge difference actually. We'll just end up fighting a lot more trash if we try to go another way with all the Adaptoid ambushes. So yeah, we'll just go straight up the middle. Because Arc Overload, it really doesn't do much at all for Maestro anymore. The heal is very, very pathetic in comparison to what it used to be. And there we go, let's try a little bit of this damage. I think this dude's, he's got some fairly nice base damage going on. Certainly feels like he hits quite a bit harder in comparison to the other Ultron. But he does have a really, really nice, well, about 150 more base attack, plus, like, for the majority of the time, he's got 300 in additional attack via the Fury he's gaining. So yeah, in comparison to the Age of Ultron 1, I think you can definitely feel the damage difference. But yeah, laid the smackdown on that Hulk. But we didn't get to see any poison, man, because Hulk is, what is he? Poison immune. But hopefully, I think we're going to get ambushed anyway before we get to this Captain America. This map is just full of Adaptoid or Symbiote ambushes. Alright, let's take down the Symbiote quick. Maybe get to a Special 2 here. I think we used 2 Special 1s the last time. So yeah, we'll get to a Special 2 this time. Oh, and this one, yeah, this is the really annoying symbiote that reduces your crit chance. Oh man, I hate this one. Taskmaster. Taskmaster is the MVP. If there is ever like a big chunky one of these symbiotes, Taskmaster, he might be the champion you want to bring. Oh man, that's some nice smackdown. But yeah, what is it? Taskmaster, every debuff that he takes, he gets 10% less duration on the next one. So after you take, what is it, 9 of those, then you'll be fully immune to the crit reduction, if there ever is a really, really stacked one. Alright, okay, the Elgato went off just for a split second there, but we're back, and we're gone again, and we're back. Okay, let's just stay very still and hope this stabilizes. Alright, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. Oh, let's fire off that. We got a heal block on the Captain America. Whoa, that was a clutch evade. I'm actually thinking if that evade is once every 7 seconds, is this something you can rely on? Because that evade legit saved my ass there. I was about to get busted in the face by Captain America's Special 1. But damn, Ultron, just too damn good at this video game. Ultimate MVP character. I don't know, there might be, if he's got this reliable evade once every 7 seconds, it's kind of made me think a little bit more about this character now, because it's kind of, in a way, a little bit of an alternative version of something like Modoc's auto block. If you know, providing there isn't an ability accuracy reduction, that you can evade once every 7 seconds. Oh, do we wanna risk this maybe? Oh, maybe want to try this out on Ronin's special one. See if I could like clutch evade it. I don't think we need to make sure we're more than 7 seconds into the fight, which I'm sure we will be. Okay, I don't think I'm fully 7 seconds in yet. Okay, we evaded that. Okay, so I need to keep tabs on it for the future. And that's a little bit annoying if you're going for the parry, because you're also going to get the evade there as well. If you become an intercepting god with Ultron, then you can maybe rely on the evade to save your ass once every 7 seconds. Which is interesting. I don't know if it's going to have a practical use in the future, but I'm gonna keep that in mind. It's gonna be added to my database of Marvel Contest of Champions knowledge, and at some point in the future, there's gonna be a boss. Well, once every 10 seconds, you just get, you know, he does something that you just can't avoid, and you know, I'm just gonna come back to this moment. I'm gonna be like, wow, who's my guy for this fight? And then it's gonna be that OG version of Ultron. We're gonna whip him out, or MODOK. MODOK will still probably work. But yeah, man. Well, we got this guy at rank 3. Might not have a MODOK for a while. Well, I don't know. We got quite a big potential crystal opening to do for whoever the first character is out of Sentry and Void. I hope it's going to be Sentry, because, you know, reading through it, we reviewed their early abilities. It must have been like a month and a bit ago now. But Sentry came across much more like a super great champion to play and a super good attacker, whereas Void came across like he had massive defender vibes. So I feel like Void is just going to be one of the most annoying defenders to fight in the game. Which, yeah, I don't know, it looks like he's just going to have a lot of debuffs, man. A lot of debuffs, which champions like Blade and Taskmaster are really going to excel at. However, what else do we have? Like Kingpin? Kingpin might be alright for a champion like Void, but it depends what the debuffs are and, you know, which ones are the really bad ones, which we won't really know until more information on Void comes out. Okay, we got Iron Man. We need to get in there with the poisons, shut that healing down. As you can see, just mowing that Arc Overload down. And then I guess the plan is probably to... Oh no, messed up there a little bit. Yeah, the auto evade, sometimes it's a little bit of an annoying mechanic, because it, you know, does trigger when you are trying to parry. So it has its pros and cons, man. It has its pros and cons. But there we go, just absolutely butchered that Iron Man down. And I think we have, I think it's like one more symbiote ambush before we get to Maestro. And then hopefully we can have a very clean kill on Maestro. But all depends on how good I am at evading that special one, which I haven't fought Maestro in a good few weeks. So I'm going to bank on my skills not being that great. But, I don't know, we might be able to pull one out of the bag. Get a nice little clean Maestro special one evade. I was surprised that Maestro, like, wasn't anywhere at all. They didn't use Maestro, Thanos, they used Kang in Act 5. But Maestro and Thanos, man, they had those characters absolutely nowhere to be seen. So yeah, I wouldn't have minded the occasional Maestro. Maestro could have been the gatekeeper to OG Ultron, instead of a rather unnoted Stark and Aunt Spider-Man. Right, let's get the intercept there. And try and... Okay, we're going to try and chain him onto the special 2. Oh, I was hoping we could get the stun. But yeah, heavy attack. Oh no! Okay, we got the in there. Oh, just the cheese tactic of baiting out the heavy attacks, so we don't need to deal with SB1 evades. Alright, let's dodge those big old swords. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Fairly clean kill there. I was just trying to avoid having to evade the special one of my tactic. It worked quite well of just blocking, because usually if you put the block up, if you're kind of unaware of this, most enemies, unless they're on an unblockable node, just are very, very resilient to use their special attacks while you're blocking. And that's why, you know, when evading, you need to leave yourself very, very open. So that's a tactic, you know, potentially on when there is not an unblockable scenario to get up to the next special attack. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the OG Ultron rank up and gameplay video. If you enjoyed today's video, feel free to smash that like button. I think he's a pretty cool character. I don't think at the moment there's really much he's used for. I reckon he's going to be maybe okay on Alliance War Defense. But aside from that, if you have any interesting or creative uses that you found for your OG Ultron, let me know in the comments below. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.